Tony Hawk lands the 900. It's 1999 at X Games 5 in San Francisco. Tony Hawk, already a legend in the sport, stands at top of the vert ramp, ready to attempt something never before landed in competition, the 900. Spinning 2.5 times in midair, the trick demands a level of precision and control that few could even imagine. The crowd senses the gravity of the moment. No one has ever pulled off this spin under contest pressure. After 10 failed attempts, on his next run, Hawk's focus is absolute. Each miss has brought him closer to the edge, but the energy from the crowd and the announcer's encouragement push him forward. The announcer's words, "We make up the rules as we go along. Let's give him another try," capture how unprecedented this moment truly is. Hawk climbs back onto the platform, determined to make history. Landing the 900 wasn't just about technical skill. Every element, speed, timing, balance, had to all fall into place. On that pivotal attempt, everything aligned. When Hawk landed it, the eruption from the crowd marked more than a personal victory. It was the start of a new era in vert. As the dust settled, the world realized that skateboarding's boundaries were ready to be pushed even further. Burnquist, Fakey to Fakey Indy 900. In September 2010, Burnquist faced the mega ramp with a plan unlike anything seen before. He would attempt the world's first Fakey to Fakey Indy 900. Starting and landing riding Fakey backwards already demanded a rare level of balance and control, but Burnquist added another layer, a 900-degree spin, and midair an Indy grab with his front hand. This combination of stance, rotation, and grab made the trick a true test of precision. The mega ramp itself was key to the attempt. Unlike standard vert ramps, it offered the speed and transition needed for such complex maneuvers. Burnquist's run called for perfect timing and unwavering focus. As he launched, every detail mattered. Initiate the spin, keep the rotation tight, reach for the board, and stick the landing while still moving backward. The margin for error was almost non-existent. Landing the Fakey to Fakey Indy 900 wasn't just a personal milestone. It signaled a shift in what skaters could achieve. Tricks like this raised new questions about how ramp design and engineering could push the sport even further. And soon, another skater would set his sights on a different kind of record, one measured not in spins, but in pure height. Tony Hawk hits 16.5 feet. Tony Hawk's 16.5-foot air in 2002 set a new standard for vert. At a time when most top pros peaked around 8 or 9 feet, Hawk set out to do more than double that mark, aiming for a height that few thought possible. Even for someone with his reputation, the challenge was real. No one had come close to soaring that high above the lip in competition or in practice. Achieving this record took more than raw skill. The vert ramp had to be engineered with exact geometry, every angle and curve calculated to give just the right speed and launch. Tony Hawk and his team worked to find the perfect setup, knowing that the smallest adjustment could make or break the attempt. When Hawk dropped in and launched upward, the result was a clean, controlled flight that reached the 16.5-foot mark and stood as one of the highest airs ever recorded at the time. This moment showed how skateboarding evolves through both technical precision and creative ambition. While most skaters redefined what was possible in the air, others were transforming the sport in a different way by changing the very style of how it was done. Elguera's groundbreaking style. Elguera emerged in the late 1970s as a skater who brought something complex new to vert skating. At a time when the discipline was still finding its identity, Elguera introduced a trick that would leave a lasting mark, the Elguerial. First appearing in his early videos around 1979 and 1980, the Elguerial combined a Fakey invert with a full 360 spin. It wasn't just a technical achievement, it blended balance, timing, and creative vision in a way that set a new standard for what vert skating could be. How did one trick lay the stylistic foundation for the next generation of skaters? Elguera's focus on style was just as important as his technical skill. Tricks had to look smooth and effortless, not just hard. This approach stood out in an era when most skaters were focused on landing moves, not how they looked doing them. By showing that skateboarding could be both athletic and expressive, Elguera influenced a wave of skaters to value creativity and personal style alongside difficulty. His legacy is clear in the way vert skating continued to evolve. As style became a core part of the sport, the next wave of skaters took these ideas and pushed them even further. Bucky Lasek's vert domination. Bucky Lasek's rise in vert skating came at a time when the discipline faced new challenges. As street skating gained attention, Lasek stood out for his technical precision and creative runs. He didn't just compete, he set the pace. Between 1997 and 2007, Lasek collected multiple X Games gold medals in vert, proving his consistency against the best in the world. Lasek's signature move, the Lasek flip, made its mark during his gold medal runs and in skate videos, showing how innovation could reshape vert. His approach balanced advanced trick combinations with a smooth, controlled style that made even the hardest runs look effortless. Lasek inspired younger skaters to see vert as a place for new ideas, not just a holdover from earlier eras. His influence stretched beyond contests. Lasek's appearance in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater games brought vert skating to a massive audience, helping keep the spotlight on the discipline. As skateboarding continued to evolve, Lasek's career showed how one skater's vision could shape the direction of an entire sport. But while vert skating was holding its ground, a new generation was about to make its mark in street skating, ready to take on challenges that seemed impossible. Ryan Sheckler's Costco Gap Kickflip. Ryan Sheckler's kickflip over the Costco Gap in Mission Viejo, California, stands as one of street skateboarding's most iconic moments. The gap itself measured 5.5 feet high and 14 feet across, a size that turned away most skaters. For Sheckler, then just 16 years old, it was the ultimate test. But even attempting the kickflip, he made 6 tries just to ollie the gap, each time gauging the speed and timing needed. Then, with cameras rolling for Plan B's Super Future, he landed the kickflip clean on his 4th attempt. The trick demanded perfect coordination and nerve. Sheckler had to time the flick of his board in midair, catch it just right, and clear the full distance. Any hesitation could have ended in disaster. The successful landing, captured on film, instantly became a staple of skateboarding history. To this day, no one has matched the scale of that kickflip at the Costco Gap, cementing its place in skateboarding lore. Sheckler's feat was more than just a personal milestone. It showed how far young skaters could push the boundaries of what was possible, setting the stage for even younger talents to step into the spotlight. Pedro Barros wins X Games gold at 15. In 2010, 15-year-old Pedro Barros stepped into the spotlight at the X Games Skateboard Park Finals at LA Live. Facing competitors twice his age, including 37-year-old Andy McDonald, Barros delivered a performance that would shift the landscape of competitive skateboarding. He wasn't just the youngest winner of the event, he was the first athlete to claim gold who hadn't even been born when the X Games began. The skateboard park course demanded a mix of street and vert skills, and Barros stood out for his relentless pace and technical precision. His runs featured a seamless blend of 540 airs and grinding slides, all linked together with a sense of flow that kept his momentum going from start to finish. This combination of skill and energy set him apart from the more experienced field. After his victory, Barros told reporters in his post-run interview, "We're young, so we get more energy. We just get more hyped up." His words captured the spirit he brought to the contest, a fearless, energetic approach that challenged what was expected from younger skaters. As the X Games crowd watched a new generation claim the top spot, skating's possibilities seemed to expand once again, setting the stage for the next leap in progression. Danny Way breaks the high air record. In October 2015, Danny Way faced a custom-built quarter pipe in Alpine, California, with a goal that few could imagine, breaking his own high record. Sponsored by DC Shoes and Thrasher magazine, the ramp was engineered for one purpose: maximum height. Way launched off the transition and soared to 7.772 meters, or 25.49 feet, setting a new Guinness World Record for the highest air on a skateboard quarter pipe. This was not Way's first time redefining what was possible. Back in 1998, he set his first high air record at 5 meters, and over the next 17 years, he continued to push those limits, breaking his own mark 3 more times. Each milestone was the product of not only physical skill, but also a deep understanding of how ramp design could change the game. Way's willingness to experiment with ramp dimensions and construction made every attempt a lesson in both athleticism and engineering. Danny Way's record stands as a testament to how skateboarding evolves, driven by those who see possibility where others see limits. Every leap forward in skateboarding, from the first 900 to the highest airs, marks a shift in what the sport can become. These moments aren't just about athletic skill. They reveal how creativity and determination keep raising the bar for everyone who steps onto a board. The drive to push limits, whether through new tricks or record-breaking airs, keeps skateboarding's story moving. Which aspect of skating inspired you the most? Not just tricks. Did any deck inspire you to become an artist? Did building ramps make you want to be a carpenter? Many moons ago, skater Tommy Guerrero for Powell made me want to become a musician. But that ship has sailed. Anyway, share your thoughts on the video below. And what other skate topics would you like to see explained next? Let us know in the comments. Thank you.